30-minute-ish full body Pilates workout for you. Let's get started. Okay, we're gonna start with a nice wide stance with our feet. External rotation right at the top of the hip, toes pointing out towards the corners of the mat. Arms long by your sides, take a deep breath in. You're gonna float the arms up over the head, taking a big stretch to the side body here. Exhale, nod the chin, belly in, start to round your spine forward. Again, inhaling, arms extend, up over the head. Exhale, heavy head, belly draws in as you round. Keep going here, feeling the feet rooted down. Exhale, round. A few more. Getting that body to warming up. Inhaling. Exhaling. You got 3, 2. On the next one, you're gonna come up to the top and hold. Grab hold of the left wrist. We're all gonna side bend on our exhale to the right. Bend nicely in both knees, let your head round forward. Head over to the left, full revolution here, all the way up and back. Then grab hold of the right wrist, we'll side bend to the left. Bend the knees, drop your head through center, head over to the right, and come on up. One more, grab hold of the left wrist, side bend, circle it all the way around. And then again, head over to the left. And then from here, have all 10 toes face forward. We're going in for some squats. So you're gonna send your arms forward, hips back in opposition. Check in that your knees are right over those ankles and then drive through the heels and stand up. Keep going, sitting back into that nice deep fold. Soft ribs, guys, ground through the feet and squeeze the seat. We'll be continuing this breath here. Inhale to sit. Exhale, driving to the heels and standing tall. Nice deep flexion happening. Nice collarbone open to the side of the room. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Make sure you're checking that weight back into the heels. Last 2. Let's hold it down on 1. From here, hands interlaced, maybe to heart center or prayer together. You're gonna step your right foot forward, then your left foot forward, until you eventually make your way to the front of your mat. Then you go step to the back, making sure your seat is low, the crown of the head is reaching in opposition, and then head right back over to the front of the mat. Articulating through our feet, heel, ball, toe, and then toe, ball, heel on the way back. Good. As we flow through the next 2 sets, can we sit a little deeper? Checking in that those knees are right in line with that first and second toe. We got 1 more. And when you make it back to the back of your mat, no rush at all, stand all the way up. Find that deep fold 1 more time and hold. Arms are gonna extend forward. Hands are gonna aim to touch the middle of your mat. So you're gonna shift the weight forward, shift the weight back, and stand it up. So we're gonna squat, hands catch us, hips back, and stand. Keep going. Still warming up the powerhouse here. Our legs, our glutes. But now starting to warm up our shoulders. Noticing our core embraces to catch ourselves. Shifting that weight forward and back. You have 4 more. Play around with this. 3, maybe try to go a little further. 2. And we'll all meet with the weight shifted on 1. You're just gonna hold here. Shoulders are right over those wrists. Core is engaged. Again, nice neutral pelvis. Can we lower our knees just a few more inches? We're only here for 8 more seconds. Keeping the collarbone broad. Feel like you want to rip your mat apart. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop your knees down. Big toes in, arms reach forward and stretch. Good. We'll take a deep breath in here, settling in the space. Let your pelvis settle between those legs. One more breath into that back. Draw the belly in, slowly roll up one bone at a time. We'll make our way onto our backs. Lying down on the back, let's all take a deep breath in. Through the nose, exhale, allow everything to soften into the mat. Let your shoulder blades press gently down and your ribs knit together and heavy. On your next inhale, float your right leg into tabletop. Interlace your hands behind the head here. So my ribs are settled. My armpits are wrapping towards my heart here. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, I want you to curl the head, heart, and shoulders up. Gaze right towards those nice leveled and even hips, and then lengthen the head back down. Exhale to curl, pressing those bottom two ribs down into the mat, and then lengthen back down. Keep going here for the next 6. Making sure that right knee is directly over that hip for 5, 4, 3, 2. On the next one, you're gonna curl up and stay up. From here, your right leg is gonna tap towards the mat, and then exhale, float it right back up. Continue here, hinging at the hip, and then picking that leg up by drawing the low abdominals in. So knee lengthening away from that navel, deepening to the spine, exhale. You got 4 more here. Checking in that your head is heavy into your hands for 3. Last 2. And 1. Right leg's gonna flow into tabletop, left leg's gonna meet it this time. From here, right leg is gonna extend out towards the wall in front of you, and then exhale, bring it back in. You can inhale or exhale to extend that right leg. You got 4, 3, 2. Hold your right leg out on 1. From here, flex your right foot. Can you think of reaching it a little longer to that wall in front of you and open it 2 inches? And then exhale, draw it in. The right leg opens and closes. Nice and slow, keeping that left hip grounded. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to center. Bring your right leg in and give yourself a little break. Left foot down, right foot down. Left leg into tabletop. Again, settle the ribs, armpits wrapping towards the ceiling. Curl the head, heart, and shoulders up, and then lower back down. Continue here. Squaring off those hips. You got 6 more. Really finding that nice deep crease at your breastbone for 5, 4, 3, trying to maintain that neutral pelvis, 2, curl up and stay up on 1. The left hip hinges, and then exhale, you pick it back up. Keep belly button to spine. Think of lengthening through that left thigh bone for 6. Curl up a little higher for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Right leg's gonna meet your left. Squeeze the legs together. Take a breath. Exhale, left leg extends to the wall in front of you, and then bring it back in. Keep going. Keep lengthening through that right sitting bone. You got 6. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that left leg extended long. Flex the left foot. Try to lengthen through the back of that leg a little more, and then open it 2 inches, and then draw it back in. And inhale opens 2 inches. It's small. We're focusing on that right oblique, right hip, anchoring down in opposition. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Curl up a little higher. Both knees come in, and then give your knees a little squeeze. You can shake your hips side to side and turn your head right to left. From here, keep the knees into the chest. Hands on the shins, elbows nice and wide. Breathing in, exhale, curl the head, heart, and shoulders up. Good. From here, extend your left leg out all the way out. Right leg's gonna extend up to the ceiling, grab hold of the back of that right thigh. From here, flex both feet. Again, looking at those hips, think of lengthening that right sit bone to the wall. And on your exhale, you're gonna switch. Inhale, have a moment here. Think of lifting that right hip up, left hip down, and then exhale, switch. So we're actively pulling and reaching through that bottom leg. Keep going at your own pace here. Getting a nice stretch to that hamstring while still working that core. Give me 4 more on each side. Chin parallel to that floor for 3. So good, everyone. Last 2. 1 more to each side. Both legs are gonna meet up to the ceiling, hands back behind the head. Turn out your thighs. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Take a breath. You're exhaling, you're gonna lower those legs to a high diagonal, and then scoop the belly and lift your legs to 90. Both legs lengthen and lower. And then belly pulls the spine. You resist the legs up to 90. Keep going, you got 6. Scooping the low belly in. Lengthening out for 5. 4. Keep the collarbone broad. 3. 2. You're gonna lower the legs down to that high diagonal and pause. Point your toes, take a breath, and start beating those inner thighs. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling out your mouth. Inhaling, exhaling. Arms could extend forward. Keep breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Maybe they go a little lower. 5 and exhaling. 4 more, keep beating. Exhaling. Neutral pelvis. Exhaling. Give me 2 more. Exhaling. Last one, everyone. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Feel your low abdominals pull in and up. Bend the knees into the chest. And that is done. Good, hold on to the backs of those thighs. Curl up one last time, just rock up to seated. And we'll make our feet a little wider than the mat, legs extended long. From here, hands interlaced behind the head. Take a deep breath in. I want you to, again, think of floating those ribs up a little higher off those hips. You're gonna exhale, rotate to the right. And then inhale, grow taller through center. And then rotation just from the waist over to the left. And then inhale through center. Keep going. So the goal is not to get your chest to the back wall, right? The goal is to just get that rotation happening just from that thoracic spine. Left hip is anchored here as I go to the right. And then I head over to my left as my right hip is dropped down. We'll do 1 more to the right. And we'll head up and through center and over to the left. And then our arms extend out in front of us. We're gonna take an inhale. Draw the belly in, nod your chin. Exhale, round your spine forward into space. All while I'm keeping my tailbone anchored here. And then slowly I'm gonna lift all the way up to a tall spine. Inhaling, nod the chin. Exhale, scoop the low abdominals back as your arms reach forward. Think of your arms as an extension of your ribs. And then stack the spine up. You got 3 more. Spine stretch forward, nod the chin, scoop. Lengthen, really try to touch the wall in front of you. Abdominals pulling back in opposition. Checking in, soften the shoulder blades down your back. On this next one, you're gonna fold forward and stay forward. Can we try to pull our belly button in and pull it up? A few more breaths here. And then anchor through that tailbone, stack the spine all the way up. Glue your legs together. Take a breath, draw the belly in. You're gonna slowly roll down 1 bone at a time. Pause halfway, just check in. Is your collarbone broad? Are your legs extending a little longer? Start to roll down all the way. And make your way on down. We're gonna come onto hands and knees. And from here, palms are actively pressing down to the mat to feel the shoulder blades broaden here. Take a deep breath in. I want you to drop your belly, look up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, scoop the belly in around your spine. Just 2 more rounds of cat-cows here. 1 more. You're gonna find your way into a more neutral spine here. You're gonna drop your left forearm down and your right forearm down. Hands can interlace, knees stay underneath those hips. Right foot's gonna flex from here. Keeping the belly pulled in towards the spine, you're gonna extend your right heel up towards the ceiling. We're gonna kick the roof and then inhale, tap it back down. Keep going here. So we're being mindful that we're not leaning into our left hip, right? So our hips are squared to the floor. Our shoulders are right over our elbows. And we'll continue to hammer the roof. Lifting from that glute, right where your butt smiles. You have 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that leg up at a 90-degree angle. From here, make sure that right foot's flexed. You're gonna go up, up, and hold it up. Up, up, and hold. Accents. Up, up, and pulse it up. Up, up, and hit it up. You got 8. And hold. Up, up. You got 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it here. Right knee opens to the outside of your mat, and then you rotate it back in. So we're going to external rotation from the top of the hip. It's just the femur bone that's stirring in the hip socket. Be mindful that the right hip doesn't open to the wall. Keep going. External rotation, and then hugging that right inner thigh up towards the ceiling. Hugging it into your midline. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. You're gonna hold the external rotation. Left hand heads over to your right elbow. So now your left arm is parallel to the front of your mat, and you're gonna open up your hips. Tuck the tailbone under, really press that bottom hip forward. Right hand's here for balance. From here, extend your right leg out, point the toes. It goes up 2 inches and down. So again, still working from that hip. Right glute should be warm right now. Lifting it up and down. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Trying to sink in that left shoulder, really push away from the floor. You got another 8 here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold that leg up at hip height. You're gonna bend your right knee in as if it could touch your right elbow, and then extend it right back out. Inhale, widen through your sit bones as the knee pulls in, and then extend it back out. Keep going here. You can always look down over your left shoulder to neutralize the spine here, alleviate the neck. And then just be mindful that bottom hip. Keep pressing it forward to the wall in front of you. You got 6. So we got oblique engagement here in glute for 5, 4, 3, 2. You're gonna hold the knee bent on 1. From here, you're gonna extend the leg out straight in front of you and then sweep it back. Exhale. The knee bends, extends, and you press it back. We're here for 6. For 5, it's like a bicycle. 4, 3, 2. We're not gonna reverse it, but stay with me on 1. Extend your right leg out to the side of you. From there, you lower it and lift. Lower and lift. This is it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that right knee down. Send your hips, sit bones to the right, hands to the left, and side bend here. Opening up through that right side of the waist, right glute, right hip. Good, and then rock your hands through center. From here, you're gonna reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Press into that right palm, hips are still level to the floor. And then exhale, dive that arm through and under. Look underneath that right armpit. Take another breath here. And then exhale, deepen that rotation. One more. And then press into that right palm, reach your left arm up to the ceiling, and send it back. Right arm reaches up, and then thread that arm all the way through and under. Holding this stretch, take a breath. Again, press into that left palm, maybe spiral into a little more of that ceiling. Another inhale. Deepen that stretch, exhale. Press into the left palm, and then reach that right arm up and back underneath you. From here, extend your right leg out, extend your left leg out, and we'll find our first plank. Broaden through the collarbones again. Think of breathing in between those shoulder blades. Feel your belly pull in and up. Charge your heels back in opposition. Crown the head shooting forward. You're here for 3 more breaths. Breathing to those ribs. Exhale. 2 more. 1 more. And then drop your knees down. Sit back, take a child's pose. We're gonna come forward to our second plank. Again, shoulders stacked right over those wrists, knees beneath the hips. Tuck your toes under, extend one leg out and the other. From here, feel the abdominals draw in and up. Keep the pelvis nice and low as you lift your right leg up to hip height. And then you're gonna exhale, bring your right knee into your chest. Or extend your right leg out again, and then pull the knee into the chest. Keep going here. Make sure your pelvis doesn't lift, because you'll feel this in the core. You got 4 more. 3, 2. You're gonna hold your right knee into your chest on 1. Can you scoop the belly in and pull the knee a little closer to your chest? You got here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time, lift your hips, stretch your right leg up towards the ceiling. You can open up through the hip. Good, take a little stretch here. Dial that right hip back down to the floor, square it off. Now, right knee pulls into the chest, and you're gonna extend back out to your split. Just 2 more. Last one here. You're gonna hold your right leg up towards the ceiling for that split. Cross your right ankle over your left, and then lift it right back up. So you squeeze that right inner thigh in, crossing your right ankle over the left. You got 4 more. Make sure your shoulders are square to the floor. 3, 2. And you're gonna hold the right ankle over your left. From here, you're gonna come forward to 1 more plank. Perfect. From here, you're gonna dip your left hip to the floor and then pick it back up. So the hip dips and lifts. Getting into that left oblique, you got 6. You got 5. Again, keeping the shoulders square for 4 to the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Hold that left hip to the floor. You're gonna lift your hip up an inch and down an inch. This is it for this side. You got 6. The pelvis lifts and lowers. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then carefully, right foot down, knees bend, child's pose. Nice work. We'll take a break off those wrists and come back to all 4s here, dropping down to your forearms. Getting into that left glute, guys. Flex your left foot, heel close to the seat. You're gonna start to kick that left leg up to the roof and then tap it back down. Keep going. And just check in that you're not directly looking at those knees. They're underneath those hips. You're looking towards your fingertips. Keeping the neck long, spine long. Outer right hip is hugging in. You got 6. Just hammering that roof with that heel for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on 1. From here, we're gonna pulse it up an inch, and hold. Press, press, and pause now. And hold. And hold. Keep going. You got 8. 7. Hammer, hammer, hold. You got 5. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Hold it up. The knee, the thigh opens to the left and centers back in. So again, femur bone is externally rotating and then coming back into parallel. Keep thinking of that left inner thigh spiraling in and up to see the roof. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the external rotation. Right hand is going to swivel to your left elbow. Now your right forearm is parallel to the front of your mat. You're going to open up your hips. So now your hips are stacked, your shoulders are stacked. Send your left leg out, point the foot. Try to lengthen that left hip a little more as you lift it up 2 inches and down. So our shoulders are stacked. The crown of the head is lengthening to the wall in front of us. Keep reaching out and down. Up and out. Keep going. You got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that leg up on 1. From here, you're going to bend that left knee in. Almost touches that bicep, and you're going to extend it back out. Bend it in, widening through those sitting bones, and then extending out. Keep driving that right hip forward. Hips stay nice and stacked. Getting some more oblique action here in that left oblique. Lifting up out of that right forearm. Good, you got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. You're gonna extend your left leg out to the side and then sweep it back. It bends on the inhale, extends and reaches back. Keep going here for 6, for 5, you got 4, 3, 2, final 1, hold it, stick with me. Extend that leg in front of you, hold it there, lower it down an inch, lift an inch, down an inch. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bend that knee in. Send those hips to the left, hands to the right, and find that nice side bend here. Opening up to that left hip, left intercostal muscles. Take another breath. Really nice. Walk your hands forward. We're gonna find our plank. Shoulders over the wrists. Tucking the toes under, extend your left leg out long behind you. Right leg extends in opposition, hold it here. Again, abdominals scooping in and up, keeping the pelvis low. Lift your left leg up at hip height. Good, from there, you're gonna pull that knee into the chest, take a breath, and extend it back out. Keep going. Keeping the crown of the head lengthening towards the wall in front of you. Right leg strong and straight. Good, you got 3. Really press into the palms, breathing between the shoulder blades, last 2. 1 more, hold it here. Send your left leg up to the ceiling, big side split here. Open up through that hip, maybe let the knee bend. Be mindful that your shoulders are square to the mat. Square off those hips, left leg strong and straight. Take a breath, draw the belly in, round your spine, knee to nose. Continue to split out. Scoop the low abdominals and bring it back in. 2 more. 1 more. You're gonna hold it here. You're gonna hold it for 5. Can you pull the abdominals up away from that left thigh for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send your left leg back. This time stack it over your right ankle and lift it back up. Squeeze, pull it in, and extend it back up. 2. 1 more. You're gonna hold that left ankle over your right. Squeeze your thighs together. Send your heart forward. Again, shoulders over those wrists. You're gonna drop your right hip to the mat and lift it right back up. The right hip dips and lifts. So all while your shoulders stay square of the mat, right hip dips, and you pick it up. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, keep your right hip to the floor. From here, lift your pelvis up and down. So it's the hip that lifts, you're seizing through that right oblique and lay it back down. That's 6. Scoop for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Find your plank, left foot meets its spot, hold, drop the knees down and sit back. That was very nice. Good, guys, soften the shoulders. We'll meet our way on up to a good tall seat. Good, from here, sitting up tall, hands can grab hold of the backs of the legs. Give yourself a little lift through the sternum, collarbones nice and broad, look up. As you exhale, soften the ribs. Everyone nod your chin. Just start to round your spine to this nice C curve. Good. Pausing here. Can you take a breath? A little lesser grip on those arms. Curl the tailbone under. Feel the ribs knit and your belly pull to the spine. From here, arms extend out in front of you. Take a breath. On your exhale, I want you to curl the tailbone and roll back an inch, and then lift up an inch. So we're just rounding through our thoracic spine. You lower and you lift. And everything from the belly button down is nice and stable. You got 6. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna hold. Can you lift your right leg up into tabletop? Keeping those hips nice and square, rotate over to the right, and then inhale to center. Keep going to the right, and then back to center. You got 6, 5, 4. Keep those hips square to the wall in front of you. 3, 2, and 1. Hold the rotation. Take a breath. Go back an inch and up an inch. Back and up. Last push, guys. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna come through center. Place your right foot down. Take a breath. Curl the tailbone under left leg and tabletop. Keep the scoop abdominals. Rotate just your torso to the left. Inhale through center. Good. You got 6. Again, hips straight ahead. Right rib to left hip. For 4, 3, 2. Hold the rotation on 1. Take a breath. Belly in. Back an inch and up an inch. Back an inch and up an inch. Keep hugging that right inner thigh into the midline. You got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find center. Bring your right leg to meet your left leg. Just hold it here. Maybe your legs extend. Maybe you're in your full teaser. External rotation from the top of the thigh. Keep lifting that sternum up. Feel the ribs knit and your belly pull back. You got 5 more breaths. 4. Shakes are good. Hold it. 3, 2. This time, look straight ahead at those 10 toes. Start to roll down. 1 bone at a time. Nice work, guys. Arms long by your sides. Bend those knees. From here, take an inhale. Float the arms up over the head. As you exhale here, curl your tailbone under and start to peel the spine on up as your arms press down by your side. Then slowly rinse through the spine. Arms will extend up over the head. Hands and tail touch down. Scoop the belly in. Exhale, arms press down. Hips lift. Really keep that pelvis high to the sky. Settle the ribs as the arms reach up over the head. 3 more. Exhaling. Press into the arms. Lift the hips. And settle the spine down. Tail and hands heavy. 2. And then the next bridge, you're gonna hold it up. Arms pressed down, hips stay lifted. Take a breath here. Float your right leg up into tabletop, and then place the right foot down. And then marching left leg into tabletop, and then place it back down. Good. Keep going, focusing on keeping those hips nice and lifted. 4, 3, 2. Last thing here, guys, today. Finishing this workout off, right leg and tabletop. Let's hold it here. From here, like being in class, you tap it towards the floor and lift it back up. It taps and it lifts. Keep going, you got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here, right leg extends, flex the foot, place it on top of your left thigh. From here, drop your right hip, lift it back up. The right hip drops and you lift it back up. We're here for 6, for 5, 4, getting that rotation in the pelvis now. 3, 2, and 1. Square up those hips, place your right foot down. Take a breath. Recurl that tailbone, left leg into tabletop. Keeping that left hip lengthening, you tap and lift. The leg lowers as much as you can keep that left hip leveled with your right. Keep going, you got 6. Really press into that right big toe ball mount of that foot for 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna hold that left leg up, hold it here, extend it up, flex the foot, place it on top of that right thigh. The left hip drops, you lift it. So rotation coming from the pelvis, ribs and shoulders stay square to the floor. We're here for 6, 5, really drive into that right foot to lift the seat for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips are even, take a breath, left foot down. Take a moment here, take a breath, pelvis stays lifted, and then use your next exhale to rinse the spine all the way on down. Nice work, everyone. Hug the knees into the chest, keep them pulled in. Arms opening out to the sides of the room. Take your knees, head them over to the left as you look over your right shoulder. Maybe your left hand comes onto your right knee. One more. Take another breath. Use that exhale to bring the knees back in to center. Knees sway over to the right. You're looking over your left shoulder. Right hand maybe to that left knee. Deep breath into that left lung. Exhale, let it go. One more deep breath in. And let it out. One more breath in. Draw that belly in. Bring those knees into the chest. Good. Reach your legs up to the ceiling. And then drop them down. Lift and lower. One more. Open the legs. Bend the knees. Take a nice happy baby position here. Again, think of lengthening that tailbone to the very end of your mat. And then you can always rock side to side here. Going to the left side of the spine, right side. And then maybe as you go to the left, you extend your left leg out. And maybe as you roll over to the right, you extend your right leg. Maybe you want to extend both legs. Take a moment here. Try to soften up every joint in your body. No more work at all. Knees bend into the chest. Good. Rock and roll up to seated, guys. And you are